not be doing.
Sure.
That's why they can go 3 or 4 years and have fun and not have a serious conversation about marriage or where things are going, because people feel like they need to have a lot of time and know somebody. But if I'm not being intentional about the time, it don't matter if we've been dating.
I can get to you like this, though. I can get to you like this. If Shorty is in a relationship for 4 years and y'all ain't never had no conversation, you might be the side nigga.
Yo, welcome to the cave with Mel, Troy, and Lex. The podcast where men can have a safe space. We on all platforms. You need to tune in, hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Welcome to Melody, the podcast where men can have a safe space. Welcome to Melody. Welcome to the cave with Mel, Troy, and Lex.
Hey, yo.
That weak clap. That don't say.
how hard it's supposed
That
to
don't
clap.
say. That don't say.
I don't know how hard it's supposed to clap. You feel me?
It gotta be it gotta. We had this issue when we first started.
Yeah, when he had to clap, he can't clap. He can't clap. He can't clap.
When we first started, Mel had the weakest clap out of all of us.
Hey,
Oh
get
man,
me right. Get me right.
All right, man. So we good to go.
we on.
Hey, what's going on, man? We back in the place. We back in the place. You know what's going on. Hey, it's up.
Hey,
It's
it's
up.
up.
It's up. It's up.
It's up.
It's up. It's up. Hey, we back with another edition of the Melly D's podcast. You already know what's going on.
Yeah.
It's your boy Melly Mel, a.k.a. Himothy. You know what's going on.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, I forgot.
Hey,
we
we
doing our own
changing up.
introduction.
Yeah,
Oh, we
yeah.
switching.
I
up.
forgot.
Uh-oh.
It's your boy T. Roy, a.k.a. Wholesome Troy, a.k.a. Mr. Preacher Man, a.k.a.
Oh,
your Hope
man.
Dealer.
Good D's.
Oh man,
Your
it's
hope
wild
dealer.
out here.
Mr. Good D's.
It's wild out here. It's my turn.
It is your
Is
turn.
It my turn?
It is your turn.
Yo, it's your boy Dr. Life Coach Lace. We in the building, aka NBA old boy, aka Nino Brown, aka I'm him,
Let
aka
him have
Let's
it.
Get it,
Okay.
aka we blow it up, aka I do this, aka we in here.
Hey, talk that
Let's
talk,
go.
Lace.
We in here.
Talk your talk, Lace.
We
I
in
ain't
here.
seen Lace with that much energy and I don't know how long. Talk your talk. I'm gonna have to redo my intro next time. I didn't know we was gonna do all that.
I'm just
You know
saying.
what I'm saying?
I'm just saying.
Hey, you gave us the alley-oop. We just slammed dunk
Right.
it. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
hey.
New
That's
home,
what
new
it
attitude.
is.
New home, new attitude.
That's what it is, man.
The great philosopher Meek Mill said, "Same old attitude, but I'm on that new."
On
You know
that
what
I'm on
saying?
that new.
I'm on that new.
I'm on that new.
That's what we on, man. Hey, it's feeling good. Feeling good. I don't know if y'all can feel it. We looking different. Feeling different. Light shining on me. Get the
Hey.
good side. You feel me?
Hey.
So, hey, I'm excited, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm excited, bro. Feel like first day of school out this joint.
Hey, you
So-
all right? You go live? Ain't that what they say on Paid in Full?
You gonna live.
You
be
go
all right.
live. You be all right.
You be all right.
You be all right.
So I don't know if anyone's noticed, but a little bit has changed.
Yo.
Just a little bit. We are in Dystopia Studios right now.
Hey, yo.
And I am mobbing out with the fellas. We are in Charlotte, North Kakalaki.
The CAC? In the cat.
I don't know if we should be telling people our location, to be honest.
I mean,
with
we
you.
told them the city, but we didn't tell them where we was at. But I appreciate you not dropping the
Right.
location.
That is-
You know
that
what
is
I'm
true.
saying?
That is
We-
true. That
we
is true.
I
learned
appreciate
from
you not
others.
dropping the location.
We don't need to drop locale.
That is
Exactly.
true. That
You
is
know
true.
what I'm saying?
Exactly, bro. Don't
Yeah,
drop the
I
location.
don't even use my GPS on my phone just for that.
Oh, you one of them?
Oh, for real?
Nah, I don't even use that junk.
Why not?
Ain't nobody rolling up on me, brother.
As if he's somebody to roll up on. That's the crazy
You
part.
never know. You never
You never
know.
know.
Never know.
You never know. Because they stealing information, man. I just read an article the other day talking about when you in the airport, don't connect to the power
I did see
sources
that.
in the airport
Ah,
because
yeah, yeah.
people
Steal your
scamming
information
and
from your
stealing
phone.
information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's
what
wild.
information they gonna steal? I mean, Apple protects your credit card, right?
I mean,
So
yes
they
and
say.
no. That's what they say.
So
yes
they
and no.
say.
I'm not a hacker, but I'm pretty sure if someone wanted to steal something off my phone, they could. I mean, we
Easily.
keep everything on our phone now. Our
Right.
banks, our credit cards, like you said, our pictures. Hell, I had a picture of my Social Security card on my phone for a long time, and I
Why?
had to delete that. I mean, because
Why?
I never
Well,
knew
you
when I was
said
gonna
you
need
carry
it, bro.
yours in your wallet.
Yeah, exactly.
mean,
I remember that. Thank you, Lace. I
I
forgot
do.
about that.
I do.
So I mean,
I do. I thought everybody else did.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
no, we don't do that. And I stopped that. Actually, you know what made me delete it? After we was roasting Troy for having his in his wallet. That's why I was like, let me go ahead and get mine up my phone.
That's crazy.
Well, I did have my let's see, what did I have in my wallet for a long time? I did have my CDC, not CDC, my COVID card.
oh yeah.
I had my.
you
I
had to keep that.
I had my COVID card. Man, cats ain't checking for COVID at all no more.
Well, they
bro.
say we done. They say we on. You know what I mean? Like it's going to be around, but it's like the flu, whatever. They say we pretty much done with it.
How you
what
know
they
when
say.
you're done with a disease though?
No, not a disease.
Well,
but
I mean,
a
okay, it's not a
pandemic.
disease.
How
It's
you
not.
done with
It's not a
pandemic?
disease. Let me not say it that way. How do you know when a sickness is kind of just gone? Because
Generally,
we do flu
when
shots
they
every year.
generally when they create a vaccine for it is when I would assume
Right.
that it's.
But half
it's
them
pretty
niggas
much
ain't get the
done.
vaccine.
That's on you. That's
And
your
that's-
journey.
But
That's
if you
your
didn't get the
journey.
vaccine, more than likely you got it.
Right. And it's a word that they use for it. I can't think of it right now, but when vaccines are available, the majority of the population, they have the vaccine, and then they see numbers dwindle. That's when they say you pretty much.
That's not herd immunity, is it?
Yes, yeah.
Herd
but it's
immunity?
something else too. It's another word too that they have used that I can't, like I said, it doesn't come to mind right now.
How you say it?
But herd immunity.
Herd immunity, like cow herd.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
well,
everybody
remind
got
me
the
to Google
everybody.
said phrase. When we I just want to make sure I'm able to keep up.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
feel-
Herd.
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Oh,
So-
we can't do our Googles like we used to. Well, I mean, I guess I can right here.
Yeah, we definitely need the Googles.
Definitely got the Googles.
For Mel.
got
Definitely
the
need- I
Googles.
appreciate
got
you,
the
ladies.
Googles.
There you go,
I got
ladies.
the
I'm gonna
You
need
got-
that. I'm gonna need the Googles.
Yes,
We
you're gonna
need
need
the
the
Googles.
Googles.
You
You're
feel
gonna
me?
need the Googles.
So yeah, like Troy said, man, new home, new place, new everything, man. We talked about it a little bit on the last episode, but just to make it clear, man, we've been picked up by a network. As you can see, it's got us looking different,
Yeah.
talking different. Same old attitude though, same old place. You can find us in all your favorite locations, favorite apps: Apple, Spotify, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music. I think we on now.
Yes, sir.
But going forward, as being part of the Dystopia Network, we will be dropping exclusive episodes that you can only listen to on the Dystopia app. So get your phone, Android, Apple, whatever. Head to the Apple Play Store, Google Play Store, download the Dystopia app.
Let's
It
get
is
it.
free to create an account so you can listen to all your other favorite podcasts on there as well. And it is black owned. Need I say more?
Hey.
So go ahead, download that,
Yes,
check it out.
yes,
Get ready for
yes.
these exclusives, man.
And hey, the exclusives, you VIP. You know what I'm saying? You want to hear the exclusive content? Lock in with the VIP. We VIP.
We
vipping.
vips. We vipping out here.
We vipping.
VIP with us.
Hey, I'm gonna say this right now too. I'm looking right in the camera. If you wanted a 55, you damn sure better download
That's
the
the-
Dystopia app.
yes,
yo. If
let's
you wanted
get
a
it.
55, I don't want to hear not a single one of y'all not with the app. Y'all newbies, I'll cut y'all a little slack for a little while. But if you 55 and you regular, you day one, you better have the app.
Let's
bro.
go.
And I will say this, for the 55, it's because of y'all we here right now.
Yes,
Facts.
absolutely.
Big facts.
Absolutely.
It's because of y'all we here right
so
now.
appreciate you for rocking with us. Appreciate you for rocking with us.
I don't know. Maybe we could tell a quick story how this came about.
The podcast or the
How we came to linking up with Dystopia.
yeah, we could do it a little bit. It was actually on. It was
It's
actually,
really your story.
It's
because-
my story, but it was on the whim. Crazy story. First of all, shout out Patrick Hill for believing in us, giving us the opportunity and everything. Patrick is actually the CEO of Dystopia. Created this app that originally was supposed to be a competitor to SoundCloud. I don't know if y'all knew that or not, but they created an app to kind of compete with SoundCloud and realized that a lot more people were actually using it for podcasting, like trying to upload their podcasts as albums. Realized, hey, there's a market here that we're missing. So they completely changed their whole business model to build around people like us, independent creators, particularly black creators, to help us get our content out there, get exposure, do all these things. So believe it or not, I actually happen to just be at basketball practice with Miles. Y'all know I do that a lot. And I happened to see a young man walk in with a T-shirt that said Black Podcast Association. So you know me, I'm like, I'm black, I got a podcast.
I'm both of those.
You know what I'm
things.
saying? That fits me. That is me. You feel me?
Right.
The intersectionality.
So I'm like, hey, I'm trying to get hip. So I stop. I'm like, yo, get to rap. And I'm like, hey, where you get that T-shirt from? Thinking that there's a Black Podcast Association, like
Right.
local, whatever. I'm trying to tap in. He was like, got it at a conference, whatever. We get to yapping, yada yada yada. That's my DC, yada yada yada.
Yada, yada, yada.
So he was like, yeah, man, I own a podcast studio here in Charlotte. I was like, oh, really? I got a podcast that does, really well to me.
Right.
to me, you know what I'm saying? To me, it does really well. So we got to talking, dropped the podcast on him. He listened to it, thought it had potential. You know what I'm saying? So we met up. ran through the studio, gave it some background, talked a little bit. Troy came down, Lay stood us up twice.
We not gonna do that though.
Lay stood us
We
up
not
twice.
gonna do that.
You know what I'm saying?
We not gonna do that.
But no, I feel like it was a perfect timing. It was everything that we had talked about, on the episode.
Sure.
We've been talking about trying to improve our quality, improve our look, improve the sound, offer a better product to the 55 and the new, people that we coming up. So it's almost like God's time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, or God's plan, rather, I would say. And it just, everything fit, man. It was like easy. It was almost seamless, So, again,
And
appreciate
don't we just love it when it fit?
When it fit.
When it's just easy.
Come on, bro.
Don't we just love it when it fit?
Come on, man. So yeah, I feel like it was perfect, man. So again, shout out Dystopia, shout out for growth, for us, for hard work, for staying consistent, but most importantly, again to the 55 for keeping us consistent.
Support,
all the tweets, tweets we all like, hey, where my episode at? I ain't seen my episode.
Cause I get that text
Hey,
weekly.
the
Like,
text
yo,
message is like, yo, where my
the episode
joint at?
Where the episode
Yeah,
at?
so if it wasn't for y'all, man, we wouldn't even really be here. I had the energy to do it, man. So a little bit of vision, a little bit of consistency, a lot of hard work. And I think it's only up from here, man. So, we're gonna keep rocking with that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So what we got up first on conversation?
Hey, man, you brought up a topic earlier this week, and I didn't know if you wanted to kind of do it now or hold on to it.
What
we've
was
been doing a lot of talk about relationships recently.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's a hot topic, and you posed a question on us. If you propose to your girl and she say no, is the relationship over?
Oh, it's done.
So, it's a lot of, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of misconceptions like we talked about a lot of the messaging around men is that we don't want to get married.
Sure.
We don't want to seek relationship. We don't want to do these things. And I don't think that's the truth.
Right.
Especially now. I feel like now, in this day and age, there are way more men looking for a wifely type of woman that they can build and create relationship with than used to be in past. Granted, there are still some players, people gonna play games, whatever, but
Player.
there's a lot of men quality men out there that's looking for wives, and they feel like they can't find it in the bunch that's out there because of the teaching and the messaging that's being passed to them.
You're right.
I'll say it that way. So that's what posed the question. If you propose to your girl and she say no, is the relationship over?
It is now I'm gonna let you answer, Troy, because we gonna get the wholesome take first, and then I'm gonna bring it on the tail end with the toxicity.
Well, y'all ready for story time with Troy?
Let's go.
ahead,
God,
guys.
here we
Hey.
go. Let me strap in.
Story time with Troy. If y'all remember the story I had about the terrific kid, I got another story for you.
Oh my God.
Come on, bro.
It's not as funny, but it's real life. It's what happened to me. All right, so the phrase that we use sometime is my current wife.
I'm surprised we have not got heat for that.
I know, right?
As many times as it's been used, I'm surprised we have not got heat for that.
My wife listens to the podcast, so she'll laugh at that. But my wife, prior to us getting married, we dated for like 2 years before I proposed the question. Right? We talked about it up until the point, and she was. And so here's the thing: if marriage is in your purview, it should only be brought up if y'all already talked about it.
True.
It shouldn't be one of those things that's like I just sprung it up on you. You know what I'm saying? So we had been talking about it. And she was like, "Well, you just finished college. You live in your you live in your bachelor life. You should, just be doing you for a little while, while I'm trying to figure out myself." And I was like, "No, I like you, and I want you. I want you. I like you, and I want you." So it was a good 6 to 8 months where it was me convincing her that marriage is not a bad thing. Now, mind you, there's always some baggage that we got to deal with, right? So, family history of how her family has done with marriage, how my family's done with marriage. We only had like 2 or 3 marriages that we could look at and admire. Nowadays, people admire being married. There's literally TV shows, 90 Day Fiance, Married at First.
The concept.
Love is Blind.
Yeah, the Love is Blind. So it wasn't a fashionable thing. It was like, because people getting married nowadays, it ain't no thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, I just want to have a big party. Let me just have his wedding. So we didn't even have that to be an encouragement to us. So what we ended up doing is I had to have her sit down with her mentor and her mentor's husband to convince her marriage is okay. I had to have that sit down. And so even after that, she was still a little weary. So I made a grand gesture, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie to you. She had to say yes, to be quite honest with you. So it was Christmas. It was 2 weeks before Christmas. And I bought her a camera, and there's a camera that records. So we brought her a camera, and I popped up on her. She lived in Maryland, I live in Virginia. Drove over to gave it to her. She was like, "Oh, you showed up." Went to go get something to eat. I gave her the camera, and I said, "Hey, record a video real quick." So she starts recording. I was like, "Hey, I likes you. I want you. Marry me," on camera. And she's like, "Are you serious?" And I'm literally presenting the ring to her as she's recording. And she's like caught off guard. That was the longest 10 seconds I've ever had in my life because she was silent. And in her mind, no was an option. And let me tell you this. If she said no, I'd have packed my little ring. I'll take this camera right back. I went back on my
drove off.
Or drove.
You would have been
off.
scarred for life, wouldn't you?
And it would have took it would have taken everybody we know to convince me to continue to be in a relationship. So I'll be honest with you. You said, Troy, you want the wholesome take. If I asked you a question after we said the marriage is in our future and you don't say yes, then it's a wrap.
I dig it.
Hey, bro.
I dig it.
I'm going to let Lace go because I'm going to go last because I promise you this going to be the only time that I'm going to seem. This going to be the only time that I'm going to seem the most wholesome out the group.
What?
For real. Once
I ain't got no story to tell, but it's a no for me. Because at the end of the day, you ain't going to have me out here playing myself, going hard, buying rings, doing all these gestures. And you did a lot of convincing.
I did.
You know what I'm saying? But I know that's a part of your nature. You are a convincer. For me, it's either you rocking or you not. If you say no, then you ain't even got to worry about it. I ain't gonna even take the camera and shit back. You keep all of that. You keep all that. And I'm gone. Like, you ain't got to worry about that. You're not going to play me like that, man. You're not going to play me like that. So, yeah, I'm good on that.
See, man, first of all, where's ETV when you need them? Because Troy, I got this set up. I got hold the camera. I know he wrote that down on paper. I'm going to have her hold the camera. I'm going to go through my spill. I'm basically going to put her in a situation where she can't say no.
She can't say no.
But first of all, my first question is, if she did say no, was you going to save the video? If she said no, was you going to save the video?
Yes. I'm going to tell you why I would have saved it. Because I would have put it on. You see, YouTube wasn't really that big back then. But I would have put it on my Facebook and said, look what this heifer did.
Oh, my God.
Now, my wife is not a heifer. But if she said no,
she would have been.
She would have became a heifer.
Oh, my God. That's hilarious.
Okay. So here's why I'm on the other side.
Here we go.
Quick. Look, I know this gonna be one of the only times I'm gonna sound wholesome. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I think it depends.
It
depends.
Bro.
Hold on, bro.
It depends. It's nothing you can say that's gonna justify it. Bro. Depends.
Hold on. It depends. Here's why I say it depends. Because to Troy's point, most of the time in that situation, people would have discussed marriage at some point.
Sure.
They would have discussed if they're going to do it, when they're going to do it. There might have been a little bit of pressure from the woman's side on when is he going to pop the question, or you got a certain amount of time. Those type of conversations probably came up. Depending on the type of conversations we've had about marriage or how we both feel about it, to me will depend on if I'm in the relationship, if she says no or not. Because no could mean no, hell no, I don't want to marry you, or no could mean not right now.
But the thing is, you kind of know that. You know that in the beginning, though. Right. Let's be for real. You know if this is going to be developed into a fruitful situation that could lead to I do. You know this.
I definitely think after 6 months.
Because if she say Salmon with a hard L, it's over with.
I ain't gonna say like that.
If she wear kitten heels, it's over with. Like,
we're not gonna get started if she wear kitten heels.
That's what I'm saying. That's not even. But at the end of the day, there are things, red flags, that people generally just overlook because they may see something that the other person may not. But you know, from ripping somebody want to go down the line and get married? Like,
I think after 6 months of intentional dating of a person, you'll know if you can marry them or not. I'm not saying that you need to jump into marriage after 6 months, but if you really be intentional with somebody for 6 months, after that 6 months, you be like, all right, I can marry them, or no, this ain't gonna be
right.
You know what I'm saying, worth my time. So that's what I'm saying. Like, even with Troy though, so you saying like you kind of know if you can do that or not. He went through a whole convincing period.
But
because,
that's
you know
T-Dot though.
I'm just saying, there's
T-Dot.
other guys who probably gonna go through a convincing period. Everybody ain't gonna be
Nah,
like,
I ain't convincing nobody.
Know what I mean?
I ain't convincing nobody.
So I'm not gonna hold you. You know, you can verify stamp. I had people there. I basically went to Sharita, was like, look, it's a line to ride this ride. Like,
hey, that's what it is.
You want to be
That's
on
what
it?
it is.
That's what I'm like, hey,
That's what it is.
let me know now. I'm like, it's a line to ride this ride. You want to get on?
Let me know now.
You know what I'm saying? If not, get out the way. Let somebody else have an opportunity. So I basically, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was on. You could verify that. Google it. There was people there. But no, I'm just saying it depends. So if no could mean not right now.
Sure.
No don't always
Right,
mean
right.
like I don't want to marry you. It can
Very
mean not
true.
right now. It could be
Very true.
maybe it's something in me that hasn't been shown that I could be ready to marry as a man. Like, do I have my stuff together to
Right.
take on
Sure,
a life?
sure.
Do I have my stuff to take on a family or whatever? Maybe she wants to do that with me, but I don't have my, you know what I'm saying, ducks in a row for whatever it is that we talking about. So maybe she wants to wait to see that before she just jumps and says yes or whatever. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I would much rather I propose and she say no or not right now than to say yes because
Right.
you gave me a camera and you got a ring in my face.
All right.
And
Are you
I'm-
saying
no, hold on.
You saying I coursed her?
No, I'm saying you put her in a situation like you said where she
Put
couldn't
in a
say no.
sticky situation.
She could have said no, but she wanted to say
It
yes.
won't like we was on IG Live. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying. He got me recorded. He gonna have this recording forever if I say no. I'm just saying.
And
So
she might
like
not
that.
want to hurt your feelings.
That
So
too.
You might just be a charity case.
Don't do that, Lace. Don't do that, Lace. Don't sow seeds like that if you
I know.
married.
Hey,
Don't listen to this nigga.
It's okay, but it's okay. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I like you,
and
I want
you.
and I got you.
And I got you now.
Exactly.
Okay, we in there.
Hey, that's what it is.
So I'm just
That's
saying
what
it could be, you know, different things are the reasons why she may say no
Right.
right now. But I'd much rather her say no to me right away when I ask, so I know where she at, versus her trying to go along with it
Sure. No,
for the sake of not hurting my
agree with
feelings,
that.
and then
I
I'd
agree
be
with
more embarrassed later. Say the relationship don't work out, and we do this whole wedding plan, and we get to the altar, and she say no at the altar. My grandmama, my mama there, God there, the pastor there, the kids there. I done bought a damn suit. Like, I'm just saying, I'd much rather her say no in the privacy of my own home with
That
my
is true.
iPhone.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
That's
Than to
But the thing is, I mean, we see now, I think a lot of people just do it solely for clout, because when you got niggas
Yes.
proposing at NBA games and on
Yes.
IG Live, all these other things, like, you know, I mean, just take for instance, like Love is Blind. That's the craziest show ever in life. Like, you legit go talk to somebody in a booth for 2 weeks and like, yeah, I'm gonna say, like, come on, man, that's nutty.
and that joint been on rotation at my
roll.
crib.
I ain't gonna hold you. I do be
Bruh.
watching Love is Blind. Look, that's a good look. It's a guilty pleasure. Let me tell you though, I watch it because I think it's funny. I be feeling like you when I'm watching. Look at these crazy
Like,
niggas
come
on this TV.
Man. Like, this nigga on here, this African nigga was about to disown his whole mama.
He
He did though.
And he did.
He did.
Spoiler alert.
He did.
Did he for
No,
Yes.
legit.
He did.
Yes, nigga. Go watch it.
Disowned his mama, his whole religion, his whole heritage.
And the only people
everything.
from his family that was at the wedding was his brother and his sister.
Right.
He ain't had no family at the junk.
And did she say I do? Did she?
She
say,
did.
She
She
did.
She
Okay.
wanted him bad. She looked at him and said,
Yes.
I like you.
and
I want you.
It's crazy to me, man. I don't understand it, yo. I don't understand it at all. I don't understand it.
So, okay, so we came to conclusion that
For us, it's a hard no.
for us it's a hard
no.
It's
For
a hard
male,
no.
it's
It's,
a,
it
It's your
depends.
reasoning behind it.
It's got to be reason.
But I think even what you're saying, that is the conversation leading up to the question. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
all right, because you should know what you got to work on. If she say no because you got to work on X, Y, Z, then that should have been in the mix from rip. It shouldn't be where you got to pose a question,
right.
and she's like, "Well, I need you to work on this, that, and the third." Hell, what the hell are you working on?
That's true.
Because let's be real. The statistics will show us daddy issues are always in the
Okay.
mix.
Always
you
in
know
the
what I
mix.
mean? When you was talking about looking at the statistics of successful marriages.
Yeah.
People always equate, what their situation will be like with others, this, that, and the third. So what are you going to work on?
What are you
What about
doing?
you? What are you going to work on if you contemplate saying yes to me?
But you know what? And let me give a quick asterisk to that statement that I just made, because I feel like sometimes in relationships, we spend more time having fun, doing fun things, going out and activities that one person may feel as though, I really want to be with this person, but they haven't talked out the whole conversation. And then the person who proposes the question makes everything switch from having fun to, all right, this is serious now.
Sure.
And so, okay, so now I can kind of see why somebody would be like, no.
It depends.
Yeah.
No. I can't give you that. I can't give you that. I was riding with you until you was like, I can see how. Because again, if we having fun for 3-4 years,
Right.
and we had no serious conversation,
Right.
But that happens though.
It may happen, but I'm saying you need to reevaluate your situation sooner than that. Because again, how you kicking it with somebody for 4 years and all we doing is having fun? We had no serious conversation about where this is going, what we doing. Like, nah, I can't support that. I can't support that. That's crazy. Mel gave a 6-month window to know if you would marry
But that's true
somebody.
though.
Okay, and that's true. So why the hell we waiting
But
4
six,
years? We
okay,
having fun for
but
4 years.
I have to reframe it. 6 months if you actually being intentional
Sure.
about being engaged in a
Right,
relationship,
right.
which most of these niggas do not be doing.
Sure.
That's why they can go 3 or 4 years and have fun and not have a serious conversation about marriage or where things are going, because people feel like they need to have a lot of time and know somebody. But if I'm not being intentional about the time, it don't matter if we've been dating.
I kick it to you
for,
like
know
this
what I'm
though.
saying?
I kick it to you like this. If Shorty is in a relationship for 4 years and y'all ain't never had no conversation, you might be the side nigga. On some serious. You just might be the side nigga. 'Cause ain't no female go rock with you for 4 years and all y'all doing is having fun.
All right, I feel
That's
you.
true.
With
That's true.
no end goal. I put that on everything.
That's true.
So you just made matter of fact, you are the problem.
I
You
just-
are the problem.
okay, I'm telling
so
you.
I can support that.
But let me tell you this. Y'all called me nutty when I said this a couple years ago. And then I stick by it. That's the reason why cats should not just be going on vacations with one another.
Oh my God.
Exactly. They should not be going on vacation.
First of all, that's something totally different.
It's not.
It is, because if I'm going on vacation, I already know what it is, though.
Facts.
I'm going to have fun. I'm going to get, libations, and I'm going to get in the yams. I need that.
Okay. All right.
I need that.
Before you go on, and this is another point of why vacation should not be in the mix before you had a serious conversation. You don't know if this nigga's a serial killer. You could be going on
See, he
vacation
done
with
gone-
somebody. You could be going, you ain't had a deep conversation. You don't know how he treat his mama or nothing like that. Y'all ain't talked about yada yada and all this type of stuff. And next thing you know, you on vacation. You say the wrong thing out of line. He get offended. He push you in the crocodile pit.
You always gotta go to the
Oh,
extreme with
always.
these drinks.
I'm
bro.
just
Always.
saying.
Push you in the crocodile.
And I'm gonna just say this because
Stranger things have happened.
people say this all the time and it's not true, bro. You just said it too. You ain't seen how you treat his mama, nothing like that. I know niggas who treat their mama amazingly,
Absolutely.
but if you cross them, they will whoop your ass.
yes. Yes.
Okay, you can't be looking at a dude and how he treat his mama and thinking he gonna treat me like his mama. He probably not. He might not. Me treating my
Right.
mama good ain't no guarantee to how I'm gonna treat you, depending on what you do to me or how we interact with each other. I don't think that that's a good judge of character. He be like, oh, well, he treat his mama good. That's my mama. You ain't my mama. We do, the relationship is different. So